Fam, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Thou, FamOverTV. I appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, showing love, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, stopping by, whatever you're doing. I appreciate it. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is always advised. Salute to everyone out there, man, on this good Wednesday. Hope everybody feeling good. Good energy, good love around. We got some good content to check out. Still crazy out here. Make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. So yesterday, y'all told me to go watch Wag the Dog. And I went and watched Wag the Dog. And now I got a whole different perspective about this war now. You know, if for everybody that haven't watched Wag the Dog, it's an old movie, an older movie. And it's about them, a producer producing a film to make it look like they was in a war, but they really wasn't in a war. And at the end, that producer, he wanted to get credit for the film. He wanted to tell people like, yeah, I produced this, because he wanted to get the credit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what ended up happening to him, but they you know what I'm saying, gave the green light. And like I don't know if it was like the Secret Service or something, they kidnapped him and took him, and then it just ended up going off eventually. But it was a good movie, but it made me look at this war different now. Now I don't even know if this is a real war going on or not, because after seeing that movie, I'm like, man, it make you think like, shit, they got the capability to do anything. Darla, appreciate you for that super chat. So, Nicola, what up? Marcus, Bang Boogie, Shoes, Soul, Museum, Rod Lee, what up? Void, Buddha. Yeah, I watched the movie, man. That movie fucked me up, man. Now we're looking at this war. I don't even know if this war is real or not, man. I'm like, man, they might be capping and making shit up and everything. Then I got some videos showing, like, you know, like some weird things going on with some people over there, like moving rubble around and doing all type of stuff. So I don't know, man. But after watching that, man, it changed my whole perspective on everything. I'm like, man, this shit crazy how the world is. Then, you know, they put it in movies right in front of our face. Like, they didn't make a movie like that for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So, but we finna get into it, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Let's watch this, man. Let's get it going. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Right, D-Boy. Man, it messed me up when I watched it. I was like, man, it tripped me out. Lady J, what's good? Let's get it going.
Something just feels off with this whole Iran story, right? I mean, on the surface, it had all the markings of typical American warfare. The B-2 bomber fleet, the leaders exchanging strong words, the right emboldened, the left enraged, and the typical media fanfare. But when all this is presented just so neatly, so premeditated, it makes me pause. When something seems to be demanding my full attention, I just can't help but ask, why are you making me look at this? And what am I supposed to be looking at right now? Now, before I continue, I don't claim these assertions to be true, okay? They're just hypotheses. They're theories. Thought experiments for those who don't like to take the media at its word, which I'm sure there's many of you. Operation Midnight Hammer just felt too coordinated from the jump. I mean, you had CNN's poster child out there in Israel, footage of crowds in the streets, and polished headlines within minutes of the announcement. And then Trump appears late Saturday night calling the effort, quote, the most difficult of them all by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But this wasn't a lethal attack. That was one thing they celebrated, is how they avoided casualties. I mean, Iran had already evacuated these buildings, so not only was it not lethal, but this wasn't a surprise attack either. But that's not what they say in the press briefing. You know, the next morning, General Kane shows up with this big, beautiful visual aid, and Secretary Hegseth opens by calling the attack an incredible and overwhelming success, adding that Iran's nuclear ambitions have been obliterated and referred to it as Iran's final blow. It just all felt really packaged. Like we weren't really getting the truth, we were just getting the headline, which would make this a pretty serious distraction. But what would they be distracting us from? I have two theories, actually. Theory number one is that it was all theater and it was done to pacify Netanyahu. The Israeli prime minister has been using the same tired narrative for like the last 20 years, talking about how Iran is months away from a nuclear weapon. And clearly that scares him a lot more than it scares the US. But Israel has a trump card, pun intended, and that is blackmail. Blackmail that, if released, would be threatening to all the elite. And since the American elite control American politics, Israel runs America. So could this have all been for show, just to deceive Netanyahu? It's flimsy, but maybe. Theory number two is a little darker. It's the classic left hand distracts while the right hand acts.
Hey, that's crazy, because I seen this video after watching that movie and then listening to him. Like, man, we we don't even know like the how far they would go to deceive us, man. They would produce a whole fake war to make us believe something. You feel me? Yeah, Total Tropicals. Yeah, I watched it for sure. For sure. Frank, appreciate you for the super chat, fam. My guy Frank in the building, ATX in the building, everybody in the building. Lazy Days, Pete, what up? Riley, who you looking at line? Who you say you looking at line?
Now listen up. A month ago, Jeremiah Fowler, a cybersecurity researcher, discovered a data leak of 184 million accounts. Big names were involved with this, by the way. It was Discord, Yahoo, Roblox, like a whole bunch of major websites. I'm going to read a quote from Fowler. He says, "As far as the risk factor here, this is way bigger than most of the stuff I find, because this is direct access into individual accounts. This is a cyber criminal's dream working list." Now that alone is serious, but then on June 18th, just 4 days before the Iran attack, the real data breach happened. 16 billion credentials. Facebook, Google, Apple. It's being considered the biggest data breach of all time. And at 16 billion, that's 2 per every single person in the world. Way more if you remove all those that don't use any of these social media platforms. This is an important point. As far as I'm concerned, everyone is compromised. This isn't massive. This is historic. And somehow it just slips right by and we barely see it in the news. But there's more. Because just 4 days before this happened, the US Army swore in 4 tech executives.
Right.
Palantir, Meta, OpenAI, and Thinking Machines Lab.
Oh my God, man.
What were they preparing for? This core is being called Detachment 201. And when I went to look up what Detachment 101 was, here's what I found. Detachment 101 was founded during World War II as an extension of the OSS, which is now the CIA, and was, quote, the first American unit ever assembled to conduct guerrilla warfare, espionage, and sabotage behind enemy lines. So could all this be connected? Now, it could be that if this attack on Iran was a distraction and it was designed to distract Netanyahu specifically, that it was done to convince him that we are still doing Israel's bidding. Yeah. I'd like to believe, actually, that was the real reason. But if it was a distraction for the world, then it might have been about data control and pushing the reset button without making us aware of it. After all, Trump did leave the G7 summit early over something, quote, much bigger than a ceasefire. And he did that the day after those tech execs swore in and the day before the data breach happened. Man. Remember, this is all for entertainment purposes.
It goes with.
Hey, he right on point though. Like I said, after watching that movie, it gives you a whole different perspective at this now and everything. Like, and then with everything that we got going on with the AI, with the Google VO3 and all that shit and everything, y'all know how easy it is for them to create shit to make it look like something happened that it didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause honestly, really, I'm not getting no content from people that's, I mean, we had videos and it seemed like it's some people over there and everything, but I haven't actually watched. We watched one video. Remember that dude was holding his daughter and everything, but that could have been altered and produced too. You know what I'm saying? But We ain't getting nothing like no real somebody over there like that's right in it. Like we don't hear about the people who lost their lives or anything like that or anything. So it's a possibility, man. They might be pulling a whole nother play on us, y'all. With this AI, AI can create anything. They can create videos and make it look like something going on. It ain't even going on. I'm tripping, man. I don't even know why y'all told me to watch that movie, man. That movie fucked up my whole mind. I'm like, oh man, they pulling the fake wars out too. I thought they was just faking like the moon landing and all that type of shit and everything. They can pull the fake. They can pull the fake war out and trick people and everything. And it's crazy because man, you gotta watch it. If y'all haven't seen it, you gotta watch it. It's crazy how they went and picked the dude name and they had famous artists make a song to make it all real, make it seem like they going through it, to change the whole energy and vibration of people and everything with a song. They made a song called Shoe or something. And there's a dude, shoemaker. He was like man, it's crazy, man. But let's keep it going, y'all. Hit that like button, man. I don't even believe it. I can't even believe the war anymore no more.
About saying that leaking that type of information, whatever the information, whatever side it comes out on, is outrageous. It's treasonous. So it ought to be investigated, and whoever did it, whoever's responsible for it, should be held accountable. It could hurt lives in the future. Leaking is a completely unacceptable thing. But let me give you, because I've read all the damage assessment reports from.
Hey, and my bad, y'all, but I'm not saying I'm not saying it's not a real war. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying they faking the whole thing, but like you just said, like they can make it to their narrative. Like you can show different things and manipulate it to make it seem like this is going on and it's not going on, but it's probably a real war going on, but they got the means to make it seem like something it ain't. You feel me?
Not just our government, but from other governments. And I'm not going to get into anything that's top secret, but let me tell you for sure what happened here. There are three distinct facilities in Iran that we were concerned with. Isfahan, which is a conversion facility. You cannot weaponize unless you have what's called the conversion process at the beginning of enrichment, and then a conversion process to metallicize the material at the end of enrichment. That conversion facility, which as far as we know is the only facility in Iran that can do this, was completely destroyed at Esfahan. It's above ground. It was hit with a 30,000-pound bunker buster, and it could not survive that hit.
If Iran says death to America, why doesn't that concern you?
That's a chant. And by the way, I want to be very clear. Why are they chanting death to America? Why are they chanting that? That's kind of a random thing. Like, I know
because they want Americans dead.
But why do they want? Why are they specifically chanting as opposed to saying, I don't know, death to China or death to Russia? What is it specifically about America?
Well, they say death to America, death to Israel, death to the United Kingdom, actually.
Oh, okay.
Death to pretty much anyone that wants to stand up to them.
Could have had something to do with our actions in the Middle East, is why I'm saying that we need a change in foreign policy. It maybe has something to do with just like killing 1 million Iraqi civilians, okay?
Hey, is Candace over there in Iran or something? Because she definitely riding with them and supporting and on their side for sure. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't no good side in this shit, but she definitely supporting them and speaking up.
Because Bibi Netanyahu got on a congressional stage and said there are weapons of mass destruction, and we took that to the bank, and there actually were no weapons of mass destruction, so we just killed 1 million. It could have something, I could be crazy, it could have something to do with our actions in the Middle East. The fact that we have 2,000 troops stationed in Syria right now under the guise of saying that we're fighting ISIS, while at the same time we know that Bibi Netanyahu funded the al-Qaeda adjacent front because he wanted to overthrow Syria, and they again expand their borders, immediately take on territory and sell us absolute nonsense. We're talking about funding Hamas. Bibi Netanyahu funded Hamas. There is footage of Bibi Netanyahu saying this stuff on camera. So it's just so ridiculous to me to pretend that they're in some predicament, that they may be eradicated soon, which is why they have to keep funding all of these terrorist groups and then pretending that they're victims of terror, when in fact they are people that are imparting it worldwide. right. You know, I just think that, like I said, Generation 9/11 has grown up, and I think that our eyes are very clear here, and we recognize that our relationship with Israel has become increasingly problematic, and it always was problematic. So I'll again ask the questions, Piers. I'm asking you because we're having a conversation.
Yeah.
Name something positive that our Zionist AIPAC foreign policy has brought to America.
Well, I think the positive side of, if you want an answer about that, is that America has been Israel's steadfast ally because it recognizes as a country that Israel has been under an almost unique, multifaceted threat on its border for a very long time.
But how has that been beneficial, positive for America?
You may not see that as a benefit, but Israel has been very supportive to the United States in many ways. Right, so why shouldn't America?
I just want something concrete that has been benefit. Like, we got better in America in this way. Like, just name something. Gas prices, just something.
He can't name nothing, y'all. He couldn't name nothing. Man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. He couldn't name nothing. Darla, salute to Darla in the chat. Appreciate you, Darla, for that super chat, for sure. That shit crazy, y'all. This shit got me thinking so crazy right now. And then, let me ask y'all this. Out of all these years we've been talking about weapons of mass destruction from these other places and everything, and then we go and get the beefing with them and doing stuff to them and all this type of shit. Have we ever recovered a weapon of mass destruction? Have we ever recovered, like, whenever we went over there? I know we probably supposedly bombed it and destroyed all their stuff and everything, but do they have any proof? Like, have we recovered a piece or something? Like, yeah, they had this big nuclear missile bomb. We caught it, we got it. Like, have we got anything? Or it's just all talk?
Concern about her safety here at home in the wake of the strikes on Iran's nuclear sites. Breaking news today. Immigration and Customs agents announced they have arrested 15 illegal Iranian immigrants since Sunday. One of them admitted to ties to Hezbollah in Lebanon. A law enforcement source told Fox News the FBI is closely watching for any Iranian-backed sleeper agents in the wake of Operation Midnight Hammer. During the Biden administration, border agents arrested more than 1,500 Iranians who entered illegally at our southern border. They let nearly half of them go. President Trump on that this morning.
Biden let a lot of supercells in. Biden was an incompetent president, had no idea what he was doing. He let a lot of supercells in, many from Iran. But hopefully we'll take care of them. What Biden did to this country should never be forgotten.
Something President Trump has already said if this happens, and it's happening right now. We don't know if the Saudis will get involved. We don't know if Qatar will be involved. We don't know if Iraq is going to be involved. What's interesting is that 15 minutes before this attack started, Qatar closed their airspace. Do they know something we don't? Well,
nah, that look like AI. That right there with the B-2 getting shot down and everything definitely look like AI.
We do know is that America is at war with Iran, and make sure to follow me for all of the updates.
Do you see what I see? Notice this. Does that strike you as odd? A woman carrying a giant pile of rubble and barely looks like it weighs anything at all? Where have we seen this before? And I'm going to show you something else too. Carrying a giant bucket of rubble and then immediately setting it down off camera. Also, look, carrying it with one hand, as this guy struggles to carry his bucket because he's a better actor, right? We're going to watch this again. Notice something else. If you were here cleaning rubble, wouldn't you have some stains on you? Wouldn't you be a little bit dirty?
Dusty as hell. Everybody would be dusty. Like, look at that, man. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Shit like that. Like, he right. We got the woman carried with the rubble. She got one hand holding that big ass stone. I probably barely can hold that with one hand. I would like the other one carrying a bucket of broken up concrete stones and everything, just easy. Ain't none of them got no dust on them. Super clean. Like, it would be so dusty if you was in there. Like, come on, man. If that was a ground zero of something that got bombed or something like that, man. That's what I'm saying, y'all. And the movie called Wag the Dog. It's an old ass movie, but it's a good movie. Y'all gotta go watch it, man. It puts you in a whole nother perspective with these wars, man, especially this one.
Said they're perfectly clean and able to carry large blocks of rubble with complete ease. No problem at all. Tiny little woman carrying a giant block of rubble and a giant bucket of rubble with just one arm, completely clean, and then sets it down off camera right there.
This shit crazy, man. And I know it's gonna be people that probably gonna see this video and be like, man, y'all crazy as hell. You weird over there, man. You think this war is fake? You think they making this up? You think they can produce something like this, man? What's wrong with you? You fucking conspiracy theorists? You fucking crazy, man. You done lost your marbles, man. Like you need to quit promoting this and talking about this on your channel, man. All this and try to strike me. I know it's gonna be all them type of motherfuckers in the comments and everything, man. But it's just something inside of me, man. My energy, my spirit just telling me, man. A lot of this shit just be fake, y'all. For real. I ain't tripping, man. I ain't tripping. Let's keep it going. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Keep the algorithm jumping. Let's keep rolling. Let's keep rolling.
R.I.P. R.I.P. that B2 bomber, dog. They got that little bit. That little blackbird wasn't fast enough, dog. That big guy got, twin. We losing, y'all. Even though it's over, we lost something real important. We lost generation. You know how many generations it's gonna take to recover.
Even with them talking about the B-12 that got shot down, this plane right here that's supposedly got shot down, it still look like it's all right to me. Like the back part of it look like it's messed up, but even with this, like I can't, after seeing that movie, I can't get all that shit out of my head. Like I'm thinking like, man, this was all a stage and everything, a production too, man. They'll put this picture out like this. They'll say something got took down to something to keep something going or something and show you pictures and motherfuckers around it like they trying to fix it and everything, and it ain't even happen, man. Allegedly, entertainment purposes only. I'm just saying it's a possibility, y'all. It's a possibility.
This $12 billion machinery, Batman mobile, Batman fly, Batman bat shit. You feel me? Y'all know how much money it's gonna cost to remake this shit? Fuck the plane. Who was in it, bro? Who was in it? Because he not human if he survived. You just not human driving. You just not, bro. Like, we ain't... It's like somebody bit it in the ass, bro. How you get bit in the ass with the fastest aircraft on the fucking planet? Like, it ain't even a B-12 at this point. What is it? It ain't even a B-2, bro. Like, y'all just be making shit.
This shit crazy. So the tropical, I'm gonna remember it. I'm gonna remember you said this. Like that.
So please tell me y'all heard about this. So apparently the United States and Israel both have been in contact with aliens. And not just like the United States, like the elite of the elite. No, the president of the United States knows, and he has been in communication with them, as well as Benjamin Netanyahu. They have been speaking to them for years now. And they're calling them the Galactic Federation. But the story is that they don't want to reveal themselves yet because they feel like humanity is not ready for them to reveal themselves yet. Now, I'm pretty sure all of you who have eyes to see and ears to hear know the writing on the wall. That these things that they are communicating with are not aliens. They are demons, which is my 100th time saying that. They are the fallen angels. They are, some of them, Nephilim. They are here.
Man, didn't Trizzy say he was gonna release all the UFO secrets and all that type of shit when he got back in office? Like, yeah, I'm gonna make sure I release all that and let y'all know about what's going on. He ain't released none of that type of shit yet, man. But he said he was. I remember when he said he was gonna do that, man. Trizzy be tripping sometimes, man. He be capping sometimes. Juanita, hola.
Here to deceive and appear as these aliens that everyone speaks of and everyone makes movies about. The only reason why they're not ready is not because humans aren't ready, it's because it's not their appointed time. So when people think that the presidents and all these people don't know what's really going on, I'm telling you, they have all the knowledge of what's going on, but they have to play a role and pretend like they have no idea as to what's going on. They know what's going on. I know y'all remember that report about the Anunnaki about to reveal themselves soon. Like, now it's coming from the Pentagon. So all I'm saying is brace yourself for some news that is probably going to come out really soon that you're going to be like, ain't no way.
This would be this would be a good time to do it. We got so many distractions and everything. They might as well get to rolling out everything they need to roll out. Boss Lady Angela the Doll is in the building. Diane, was good. Dre, what's up, fam?
Aliens exist and President Trump knows about it. That's according to Israel's former space security chief. In an interview with an Israeli newspaper, he said the aliens have been waiting until today for humanity to develop and reach a stage where we will understand in general what space and spaceships are. NBC News chief global correspondent Bill Neely explains this one.
Hi, Alison. Well, this is quite a story, and it comes from the man who headed Israel's space security program for nearly 30 years. Chaim Eshed is making the extraordinary claim that the United States and Israel have been in contact with a group of aliens for years. Not immigrants, but extraterrestrials. He has called them the Galactic Federation of Aliens, and he says President Trump is aware of the existence of these aliens and had been on the verge of revealing their secrets, he claims, but was asked not to do so by the Federation in order to prevent what he calls mass hysteria. Well, the retired general says the US and Israel have kept it from the public because, quotes, humanity isn't ready and the aliens don't want to reveal themselves until humanity can evolve, he says, and understand what space really is. Well, the good news is that he claims an agreement has been reached between the US government and the aliens, a contract to do experiments here. There's also, he says, a secret underground base on Mars where there are American and alien representatives.
The eighth mass casualty event has just...
We've been hearing about that Galactic Federation and everything, man. They supposed to be like the police aliens force to make sure everything going smooth down here on Earth or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. Nah, what's up, Christy? Christy sent me the video, y'all, that Mandela effect, the Matrix yesterday from her DVD. And guess what? He didn't say it, but I could have sworn he said it. Like, he did not say that. What if, he said, what if I told you everything I told you was a lie? Right before he gave him the, offered him the red or the blue pill. And it wasn't on there. I don't know if they got the ability to change a DVD or what out here, but it was not on there. I'm like, what? I didn't see it. I'm like, man, that shit crazy, y'all. But back to it, my bad. I know that was off topic.
Just occurred. I'm going to keep making these videos until y'all get it through your heads that something is wrong with the human brain. Multiple people were just shot at a mall, but guess where? Again, it's the East Coast. Come right back to this.
What's going on in the human brain? I've noticed something really troublesome over the last year. I told you people's brains are not acting right. Another mass casualty event in South Carolina. Do y'all believe me yet? Another mass casualty, just like all the ones I've been showing you over the last 3 days. This one in Philadelphia, again on the East Coast.
So do y'all believe me yet that there is a huge malfunctioning happening in the brains of people, making them act violent and chaotic? Look, my brain is extremely good at recognizing patterns, and then I start connecting dots really quick. So when I make a video about something, it's because I'm sure something is weird. I can't show you the videos from in the mall because they are way too freaking crazy. And while all of this chaos has been happening on the East Coast, but also Australia, Liverpool, a whole bunch of places, my brain has been feeling extremely fuzzy. We hadn't even seen the sun in 3 or 4 days here. I live in South Carolina. Human frequencies are going wild, but not just that. Solar flares, weird green clouds. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. The video you see behind me is not related at all whatsoever, completely irrelevant, and just for your entertainment. I wonder what's going on.
Tell everybody get out of here. I said go, get out of here. Just go.
Yeah, he was in the mall. Let me know what you think below.
A Cleveland mom threw her child out of a burning building, y'all. And that was the least shocking thing about what happened next. On June 23rd around 4:30 p.m., y'all, a big-ass explosion happened in the Rainbow Terrace apartments in the Garden Valley neighborhood in Cleveland. As you can see behind me, look at this jump. They said over 44 units was destroyed by this explosion and fire. So they said a mother was seen throwing her child out of the burning building. And I can't show for obvious reasons.
This is sad, you know what I'm saying? I seen the video, but I figured she had to do it. Like, she probably didn't have no choice. She like, shit, I either got to throw you out of here. You might break a leg or break an arm or something, but you'll live. But that was sad, man. This was super sad. And what's been going on with all this heat and everything? It was like a little mini explosion out here in Vegas yesterday. Like, everybody talking about it was just a fire, but I heard the boom. Like, right after we got off the stream, man, it was like a something boom. Like, I don't know if something caught on, like exploded, like due to a technical error, or I mean, some or faulty wire, electric, some. But it, boom, and I ain't think nothing of it. Then when I go outside, I seen all the smoke in the sky and everything. I'm like, damn, shit was on fire for a minute. And that happened out here in Vegas. There's been a lot of crazy stuff going on, man. They said it's like very hot on the East Coast right now. So I don't know, man.
She was on the second floor and people below caught her child right before the roof caved in, y'all. They said it was like 60 firefighters that came on the scene just to put this joint out. So they said 5 people was injured during this explosion, including 2 children, the ages 10 and 11. And they said 1 person is still in critical condition. And in this video, you can hear the little girl crying, y'all, saying she don't want to die. She's only 10.
It's okay, it's okay. Okay. You gonna be okay. Trust me. No, you're not. No, you're not. I promise you not. You're not. Just calm down. Just calm down. Just calm down. You're gonna be okay. Just calm down. I promise you. I promise you I will.
Praying for everybody that was affected by this tragic event that happened yesterday, y'all. And I'm hoping the person that's in critical condition pulls through.
Man, that shit's sad. I seen another sad video and I couldn't even, I was going to grab it and put it on the stream, but I couldn't even do it, y'all. But I'm sure maybe some of y'all might have seen it, but did y'all see that dude like overseas somewhere? I think in Russia somewhere, but he like, man, it's so crazy. I don't even want to talk about it, but I guess there's like in the airport or something, and he was next to this like little 2-year-old baby. You know what I'm saying? It's like a little baby, and he walked up to the baby, and man, he grabbed the baby, y'all, and like threw the baby down, y'all. On the, like, it was just crazy. It's sad, and it's a video. It show everything that happened and everything. I don't know if he was mentally ill or what, but it was so sad, man. I was like, man, this shit crazy, man. The world, there's so much going on. Like, it make you think they might be sending out frequencies to make people trip out and lose their mind or something, man. Like some MK Ultra type shit, man. Allegedly, entertainment purposes only. But that was sad.
In the vast and often mysterious world of scientific research, Few discoveries capture the imagination as profoundly as the concept of entities that exist outside of our realm. Dr. Daniel Nems, a pioneering scientist and researcher, stands at the forefront of this intriguing field. Nems is renowned for his creation of an innovative energy device known as energy vision, which, according to his claims, can photograph these mysterious entities. Dr. Daniel Nems is a scientist with a background in quantum physics and energy research. Nems devoted his career to exploring the intersections of energy, matter, and dimensions beyond our conventional understanding. He soon became fascinated by theories of parallel dimensions and alternate realities. Oddly enough, despite publishing these findings, there is a scarcity of information available on him, and the majority of his work has been wiped from the internet. As a result, some have suggested that shortly after sharing these discoveries, he vanished. Nems' interest in this research was partly inspired by the pioneering work of theoretical physicists who posited the existence of multiple dimensions beyond the familiar three-dimensional space. Driven by curiosity and a desire to push the boundaries of human knowledge, Nems began experimenting with novel energy devices aimed at detecting and interacting with these unseen realms. Energy Vision, the groundbreaking device developed by Daniel Nems, represents the culmination of years of research and experimentation. The device combines principles from quantum mechanics, electromagnetism, and advanced imaging technology to purportedly capture images of entities existing in dimensions parallel to our own. Energy vision consists of a sophisticated array of sensors and emitters that generate and detect specific frequencies of electromagnetic energy.
Man, he should have knew that. He should have knew creating a device like that to be able to see these different entities and everything. Like, he should have knew it was a red flag with that. Like, if you got something, you create something like that, you better keep that shit to yourself. As soon as you get to talking about it and release it to the, like, letting the public know, like, oh, I got a device, I can see reptilians and aliens and all these other things and everything. Man, you know the government coming, the man in black, you know they coming to wipe your nose instantly. They said dog vanished. Ain't nobody heard from him. They probably zapped him up. He probably powdered dust right now. Man, they ain't playing no games, man. It's 2025 too. Man, they hit you with a laser, man. There wasn't nobody hear from you ever again, man. Body gone, everything gone. Bones, everything, man. You turned into dust, man. Vacuum you right on up, man. Mix you in with all the rest of the bullshit, man.
What is that? Holy shit. It's not making any noise. What? What is that? It's not making any noise. What is that? This is not making any noise whatsoever. What? Can y'all explain what that is? What the hell? What is this?
I don't know if that's real or not, but if it's real, it must be like some plasma or some shit they done shot in the air. I don't know what that is. But it's crazy because we don't know what's real or what's fake anymore. That can be just another video created with all the AI and the CGI shit and everything. We don't know, man. They said we gonna get to a point in life where we don't know what's real or what's fake anymore. I think we damn near there now. I think we at that point. For real, man. Salute to everybody, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Keep the algorithm jumping, man. Good seeing everybody in the chat. I see everybody. Supreme, what up? Pilgrim, what up with you? Mike C, what up?
Please, go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, fake news, CNN? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Wait till you hear this question.
Thank you, sir.
You should really say how great our soldiers and our warriors are.
I think everyone appreciates.
Man, Trizzy crazy, man. He's so funny to me, man.
Please, go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, fake news, CNN? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Wait till you hear this question.
Thank you, sir.
You should really say how great our soldiers and our warriors are.
I think everyone appreciates our soldiers and our warriors. I do have two questions for you, Mr. President. You just cited Israeli intelligence on these attacks. Earlier, you said U.S. intelligence was inconclusive. Are you relying on Israeli intelligence for your assessment of the impact of the strikes?
No, this is also Iran made the statement. And it's also, if you read the document that was given, that Pete can talk about if you'd like, the document said it could be very severe damage. But they didn't take that. They said it could be limited or it could be very severe. They really didn't know, other than to say it could be limited or it could be very, very severe. And you didn't choose to put that because it was very early after. Since then, we've collected additional intelligence. We've also spoken to people who have seen the site, and the site is obliterated. And we think everything nuclear is down there. They didn't take it out. Okay.
Bits and pieces from a leaked top secret intelligence report. And by the way, I understand the FBI is investigating who was the source of that leak because it's an illegal leak to CNN. And this is the same fake news CNN reporter who wrote the story alleging that the Hunter Biden laptop was Russian disinformation, which we know is one of the greatest political hoaxes this country and the American public have ever seen. And that CNN story does not change the facts. There was a total and complete obliteration of Iran's nuclear facilities. And because of the president's strike, because of the precision of our United States military and this perfectly executed mission, Iran no longer has the capability to produce a nuclear weapon as imminently as they did prior to the strike. The American people and the world should be grateful for that, and it's disgusting that CNN and the New York Times are disparaging not just the president, but our brave men and women who helped conduct this highly successful operation.
See, this is what I'm talking about, how they be having different agendas and propagandas and all this type of shit and everything, because they pushing it out so much right now. Like, it's all I keep hearing. Like, yeah, the attacks was successful. We liberated, we blew up everything. They don't have no capabilities to create a nuclear weapon right now, and none of that. Like, all it is, like, they keep pushing it out. You know what I'm saying? Some news people saying Iran even said Iran, even though Trizzy said Iran said something else, I seen a video of Iran saying, like, them attacks didn't do nothing. We been moved that shit. Like, that wasn't nothing. Like, y'all hit the spot, but we been moved this shit from the spot. But over here, in like our news and everything, it's like they pushing out like, yeah, we did. It was a successful strike. We blew up everything. They don't have the capability to create a weapon now and all this. So, hey, man, this shit ain't nothing but a movie, man. I'm finna quit. You know what? I'm finna just be like, man, fuck this. Fuck all this war shit and everything, man. I ain't, whatever, man. Whatever happened, man. I ain't even paying y'all no attention no more, man. Y'all fucking up everybody's energy and vibration and everything with this shit.
What kind of consequence to
Shit crazy.
Deborah Haynes from Sky News. Mark Rutte, the NATO chief, who is your friend, he called you daddy earlier. Do you regard your NATO allies as kind of children?
No, he likes me. I think he likes me. If he doesn't, I'll let you know. I'll come back and I'll hit him hard, okay? No?
He
did it very affectionate. Daddy, you're my daddy.
Oh, Trizzy.
Anyway, I started doing more digging and then realized also, the movie The Island about cloning and all the other weird things that happened. I saw Epstein shapeshift. I mean, I don't want to jump ahead here because...
Wait, say that again. You saw Jeffrey Epstein shapeshift, you said?
Yes. He turned
like how?
Back.
Say that one more time.
I saw Jeffrey Epstein shapeshift into a devil-like reptilian creature.
Damn. Now, see, a lot of people look at her Cause I was just about to be like, man, she might just be crazy, you know what I'm saying? Discredit her and everything. But what if she really saw him shapeshift into something else? You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure the majority of people is gonna discredit her, like, oh yeah, something wrong with her. Put her in a mental institute. She ain't seen nothing like that. When she might have seen something like that, man. Like shit. I ain't doubting it.
We lie detected on it. Did you not know?
What was it? No. I did not know that, but no, I did not.
See, he laughing at her. He don't even believe it.
Well, do you know what?
No, tell me more, because I hear all about this, the reptilians and the greys and the shapeshifting and all that, but this is, wow.
So if someone else told me this, I would think they were mad. Sorry to swear again. If someone else told me this, I would think they were mad.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it happened to me and I saw it. And I swear on my family's life, I swear on everyone and everything I love's lives, that I saw this man turn into something else in front of my eyes.
I killed 800 children.
I think I believe her. After just watching, just going off the energy, I think she might be telling the truth, y'all. I don't know, Gervais, what up?
I was medically experimenting on children compared to Adolf Hitler, assumed to be part of the KKK. It's kind of like where to begin, you know? What is feeling called by God? What is that like? Baby John! I just started to see malnutrition everywhere. So many children came seeking help. We decided to make a malnutrition rehab center.
She would do things as if she was a medical personnel.
She was not qualified to do this. They were not licensed as a medical center.
DIY? Is that what you call it?
This was over my head as a nurse.
Oh my God.
So she unalived these children because she said she was experimenting on them. Doing experiments on these children and everything. And she get her own TV special about it. And she's here to talk about it. Like, no trouble, no consequence or nothing. But think about if it was the other way around. Think about if I was somewhere and I went into a community and I did some experiments on children that was of another race, another color. Man, they would have threw my ass up under the death penalty by hanging. This shit crazy, man. I gotta rewind that, man. I gotta hear what she said again.
Turn into something else in front of my eyes.
I killed 800 children. I was medically experimenting on children compared to Adolf Hitler, assumed to be part of the KKK. It's kind of like where to begin, you know? What is feeling called by God? What is that like? Baby John! I just started to see malnutrition everywhere. So many children came seeking help. We decided to make a malnutrition rehab center.
She would do things as if she was a medical personnel.
She was not qualified to do this. They were not.
And then y'all gotta look at it like this. Ain't like she probably went over there and just killed 800 children. She was experimenting. These kids probably was already sick. She probably was over there experimenting, trying different medicines on them, doing little things and everything. And as they passing away, she just telling the family or telling the parents like, hey, I'm sorry you didn't make it. We tried. We were trying to come up with something for her. We couldn't. And boom, you look up a few months or however long it took down the line and this 800 kids gone from this experiment. And this started, and she was just part of like a charity. Like, what the
Not licensed as a medical center.
DIY? Is that what you call it?
This was over my head as a nurse.
Oh my God.
So we went to the U.S. Embassy.
Charges could be brought against Renee.
So many wild accusations.
We need to talk about the white savior complex.
I do believe we saved lives, hundreds and hundreds of them.
Renee is being put up as an angel.
People back in America think she's awesome. They're giving her money.
Angels like Renee bring death on the continent. Let he who has never seen be the first to take a stone and throw at Renee.
That shit crazy. I'm gonna watch that documentary though. I'm going to find it. I don't know if it's out yet, but I'm gonna watch that. That's crazy. But sound about right. They'll let you go over to a small village in Africa and experiment on some little black kids or something. They don't give a fuck. We already know what time it is, man. A little community, little village of 1,600 people or 2,000 people or something. Go over there and set up shop. I like you bringing like a clinic over there to help them. You experiment, you act like you save some people and all this type of shit, man. That's cold right there, man. That's cold.
Is told, my name is Corona with a K. So that little entity, it's about 4.5, 5 foot tall. A lot of people tell me, well, can't you make him gray? No, I can't. He has a greenish tint to him. He has a very unique feature of his face where the skull is larger out here, then it comes into a smaller cheek. The eyes are like teardrop, but with the top of the teardrop toward the inside slanted a little like this. 2 small slits for a nose and a slit for a mouth. Lips are not dominant or anything like that on this particular entity. But yet, you can see emotion within his face. And I say him because during the times that we have had interaction, we've even talked about family situations. Most often we don't go ahead and think of them being anything like us to where they have families. We think of them as being genetically created. There's no longer that bonding between the female and the male of the species. Well, there is love there. It's not something that is missing from their society. They work towards the common good of their society.
We're going to use his term.
So an alien can have a family. It's basically what he's saying. He's saying he talked to an alien named Corona. Corona. Ain't that kind of crazy, the alien name? How ironic is that? I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said earlier, man, we in the days of times we don't know what's real, what's fake anymore, man. It's hard to believe a story these days. And some of these stories might be true, but with everything that happened in the past and all this bullshit, all the lies we've been told, the exceptions and everything, just it's hard for us to believe anything, man.
I'll tell you what is real is the ability to go into something like a meditative state and summon UAP and pilot UAP. That is real. That's 100% real.
Wow. I have to process that for a moment because that is just the most extraordinary claim.
Yeah. Well, we hope to prove it soon.
On what basis?
That shit do sound crazy. Man. Man, come on, man. It's crazy because I got this off this lady TikTok and she been tripping the last few days talking about how she thinks she seen an alien in her backyard and she had this in her backyard. She said this was not her. She promised or whatever and everything. But that right there, I can't do nothing but laugh. Even if it is real, I can't do nothing but laugh at it, man, because I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know, man. And then we got to realize some of these people, man, they'll do anything to go viral, y'all. Anything to get some views, get some clicks. Motherfuckers would do anything. Anything. Y'all hear me? Anything. You forget all about your morals, respect, everything to go viral. Anything. It's right in front of our eyes. I've been seeing people do all type of crazy shit, man. So it's crazy, man. Huh? Is that real? Man, that can't be real. It looked real, but the only thing that's messing with me that I don't think is real because it's a dude standing right there on the other side of the street or whatever that is. And if you seen that fireball finna blaze into that car and then blow up, explode like that, whatever, you just go stand there and watch. Like, I don't even want to be that close. Motherfucker, little spark might come on at me and catch me on fire or something, man. Like, that shit look real though to me. Like, I don't know. Right. It looked like it could have been a power line that went straight into the car or something. I don't know, man. That shit look crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. That shit look real though.
Ідіть тако боком.
А що то ви тут Жигуля запалили?
Заїхали сюди нормально.
Цю фотку треба для...
Ні, ви що, ми для полезних речей.
Ми сфоткали.
Man, this might be real, y'all.
Here's some new footage of a jellyfish drone that just came out. Check this out with me. Now, this drone doesn't look so jellyfishy to me. Like in other videos that I've done, it looked more like tentacles and stuff like that. But this one was shown to me, and it was, people are saying it's a surveillance drone. I don't know. Here, as you can see, I mean, I don't see how that could be balloons. It's moving strange, but this is exactly how jellyfish drones move. So, is this a human thing? Oh, and it was blinking right there. You see that? Pretty cool. But I guess they're back.
Banger bus, folks, turning robots into snitches. Let's watch. Security at the Cobb County Jail has gotten a major high-tech robotic upgrade.
The Cobb County Sheriff's Office gave Fox 5's Tyler Finger to look at its new robots that it says will be a game changer.
Standing at nearly 6 feet tall, these robots aren't just massive, but they are tricked out with all the latest gadgets like 360 cameras, night vision, and heat detection. These big guys are part of a pilot program that will patrol the Cobb County Jail.
The robot revolution has now made its way into Georgia jails.
Hello, nice to meet you.
The Cobb County Sheriff's Office officially unveiled its new Sentry robots Wednesday as the agency looks to enhance security at its jail.
I think we can work smarter with technology and not harder. And this allowed me to shift manpower from other places inside the facility to get more things done.
Cobb County Sheriff Craig Owens tells me he believes he's the first to deploy robots in a jail in the United States.
What? When y'all gonna take over?
When y'all gonna take over? It's crazy.
when y'all taking over?
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
I can't speak.
Man, this shit crazy. I told y'all though, we down there at that time where it's about to be all these damn robots and shit, man. Doing everything. It's just a matter of time. But that motherfucking robot in that jail and these other security robots, you better be careful because it's just a matter of time before motherfuckers get to pushing them over and shit. Like, man, get your bitch ass. Like, we ain't finna be letting no robot patrol around here, especially the inmates. The inmates probably pushed that robot over so many times and pour shit all on it, try to mess it up and everything. I can see that happening. But damn, that's crazy, man. That's where we at, y'all. That's where we at. Salute to everybody, man. Take it day by day. Stay on wave. Keep that good love around. Keep that good energy around. Keep vibrating those high frequencies. In the end, we will win with all this crazy stuff going on. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Man, I can't even think right now because of all this stuff on my head. And that Wag the Dog movie, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. You definitely will have a different perspective about that war that's going on and a lot of wars, you know what I'm saying? It's get to make you thinking about every war, all the wars. Like, man, they might have been pulling plays a lot of these times with different situations, but it's crazy, man. Appreciate my content management moderators, everybody. Appreciate the super chats. Peace and love, y'all. Health and wealth. It's your boy Thao, FamOverTV. I'll see y'all real soon, y'all. Peace.
Fam over.